Roseanne Barr is opening up about one of the most emotional chapters of her life, the daughter she gave up for adoption as a teenager, and sharing a bizarre twist that even she admits sounds straight out of Hollywood. In a recent podcast interview, the comedian and former sitcom star revealed that when she reunited with her long-lost daughter years later, the young woman initially thought her birth mother was none other than actress Goldie Hawn. The revelation came during a candid discussion about motherhood, fame, and identity. Barr, now 71, became pregnant as a teenager in Salt Lake City and made the difficult decision to place her child for adoption. At the time, she was just 18 and not yet the household name she would eventually become. "I had to give her up because I couldn't take care of her," Barr said. "It was heartbreaking, but I always hoped I'd find her again someday." That day came decades later after Barr rose to fame with her hit sitcom Roseanne and became one of the most recognizable faces in television. When she finally met her biological daughter, the reunion was both joyful and surreal, especially after her daughter confessed she had long believed her birth mom might be a different famous blonde from Hollywood. "She told me I used to think my mom was Goldie Hawn," Barr recalled, laughing. "I guess she thought if my mom gave me up, maybe she was some glamorous, famous actress, and Goldie was who she imagined." Though the mix-up was humorous, it also underscored the emotional complexity of their journey. Barr said she was touched by the idea that her daughter had created a fantasy in her mind, perhaps as a way to make sense of the mystery surrounding her birth mother. "I think it's kind of sweet in a weird way," Barr added. She imagined her mom was someone sparkly and cool and full of life. That's what she needed to believe. "And I hope I didn't disappoint her too much when she found out it was me instead." Barr has previously spoken about giving up her daughter, who was named Brandy. The two were reunited in the 1980s, shortly before Barr's sitcom made her a household name. Over the years, Barr has worked to build a relationship with Brandy, describing it as both healing and challenging. "I missed so many years," Barr said, "but we tried to make the most of the time we have now." The Goldie Hawn confusion has sparked a wave of reactions online, with many fans commenting on the surreal nature of celebrity identity and how it affects people's perceptions, especially in situations involving adoption or estranged families. One user tweeted, "Imagine finding out your birth mom isn't Goldie Hawn, but she is Roseanne Barr. Plot twist of the year." Others took a more reflective tone, noting how common it is for adopted children to imagine elaborate stories about their birth parents, especially when little or no information is provided. Child psychologists have chimed in too, emphasizing how fantasy and identity formation are closely tied during a child's development. "It's very normal for adoptees to create idealized versions of their birth parents," said Dr. Alina Wright, a family therapist. "In many cases, these imagined stories help them cope with feelings of loss, confusion, or abandonment." As for Goldie Hawn, she has not commented publicly on the mix-up, though fans are already jokingly imagining what a Barr-Hawn buddy comedy might look like. While the story is tinged with humor, Barr says the experience reminded her how strange, and sometimes beautiful, life can be. "I've lived a wild life, made a lot of mistakes, and had some incredible highs and lows," she said. "But reconnecting with my daughter was one of the most meaningful things that ever happened to me." She also took the opportunity to encourage other birth parents and adoptees to pursue reunions if they feel ready. "It's not always perfect. Sometimes it's messy and weird," she said. "But love finds a way." For a woman known for breaking television taboos and pushing cultural buttons, this unexpected story about identity, motherhood, and mistaken celebrity only adds another layer to Roseanne Barr's already extraordinary